A man who turned a dream into a nightmare. A house designed not for living but for dying. A smiling face masking a soul blacker than death itself. This is the story of H. Holmes, the first serial killer of America, the devil in the White City. Chicago, 1893, the World's Fair, a dazzling celebration of progress, innovation, and the future. Millions flocked to marvel at electric lights, new machines, and promises of a brighter tomorrow. But just a few blocks away, in a building unlike any other, the future looked very different. It was called a hotel, but in truth, it was a labyrinth of horror. Holmes's castle looked normal from the street. Grand, inviting, respectable. Guests checked in. Many never checked out. Inside, the walls twisted with hidden passages, staircases leading to nowhere, soundproof rooms, trapdoors, and chambers with no windows and no escape. Some rooms had gas pipes built into the walls, a turn of a valve, and the victim's breath was stolen silently. Other rooms were fitted with iron-plated doors, the walls closing in with unbearable heat. And beneath it all, a basement, a place of nightmares. There Holmes kept an operating table, acid vats, lime pits, and a crematorium, built for one purpose only, to erase the evidence of lives extinguished in silence, bones dissolved, flesh burned, names forgotten. Holmes called it business. History calls it murder. But Holmes was no ordinary killer. He was a master manipulator, charming, handsome, intelligent. He lured women with promises of love. He lured workers with promises of jobs. And he lured investors with promises of wealth. To all, he was trustworthy. To him, they were disposable. It is said he confessed to killing over 200 people within his castle of death. Some historians argue the number is less. But in truth, does the number even matter? One life is tragedy. Hundreds are hell itself. Holmes thrived in the chaos of the World's Fair. When thousands went missing in the bustling city, young women vanished after answering ads for work. Guests disappeared after checking into his hotel. Bodies slipped quietly into the night, reduced to ash or bone fragments. Chicago celebrated progress. Holmes celebrated death. Eventually, the devil's charm wore thin. Holmes's web of lies unraveled when authorities caught him for insurance fraud. But what they uncovered went far beyond money. In 1895, police searched the castle. What they found was beyond comprehension. Secret rooms, false walls, torture chambers. And in the basement, bones of the nameless dead. The newspapers called it the Murder Castle, and the name still echoes to this day. Holmes was tried, convicted, and sentenced to death. But even in his final days, he smiled. He spoke calmly. He showed no fear. On May 7, 1896, H. Holmes was hanged. Witnesses say it took him nearly 20 minutes to die, his body twitching and jerking, refusing to give up, as if the devil himself did not want to leave. But legends say Holmes never truly died, that his death was faked, that the devil still walks among us, smiling, waiting, and his castle, it burned to the ground. But fire cannot erase memory. The ground it stood upon is still whispered about, a place where the shadows never truly vanish. So remember this, progress shines bright, but in the corners, darkness waits. And sometimes, the monsters we fear most do not wear masks. They smile, they shake our hand, and they invite us inside. This was the story of H. Holmes, America's first serial killer, the devil in the White City.